That pullet got out of the fence, and Paisley, our indoor cat, is trying to eat her. And the chicken keeps trying to get into the window, and it scared the living daylights out of Liddy. So we got to catch her and get her back in there. So I want to talk to you guys about how hatcheries never get pullet-sized eggs. You know how your hens will start laying and they're smaller eggs? Hatcheries never get those. Why is that? Just a minute and I'll fill you in. I got to catch this chicken first. So out of these 50 hens, I was getting, I don't know, 6 or 8 eggs a day before I brought them outside. In the first couple days they were outside. But then they shut off once we got this snow. The weather gets colder, they're newer to laying, they just shut right off. So you might be wondering, well, why'd you bring them outside? Why didn't you leave them inside? And yeah, I wonder that myself too some days. But there's a few things. Number one, I want to be raising my chickens like you guys do. I want to raise them outside. I don't want to have chickens in a factory barn and selling chicks to you to raise outside. To me, that makes 0 sense. But I mean, I know a lot of people do it, and a lot of people are okay with that. But to me, it makes 0 sense. So that's kind of the stance I've made on that. So if I let them start laying good inside and then bring them outside, they're gonna stop laying for a while because it's a huge change. A change in light, a change in weather, too many changes. They'll stop laying, and then you gotta wait for them to start laying again. So then you're gonna miss out on all those eggs. Well, right now, they're laying eggs this size, pullet-size eggs. I didn't know this until a few years ago, but your hens don't have to start out with eggs this small. What hatcheries do, and egg producers, what all your factory farms do, is they control the light on their pullets so that way they don't start laying until they're the correct age and size. And that will avoid getting a bunch of these, so the hens will start out laying eggs like these, the correct size egg. Right now, by bringing them out here, even though they were starting to lay, sorry, they're being real noisy trying to get the best spot in the house. So right now, even though I brought them out here while they started laying already, and I'm missing out on eggs, I'm missing out on these eggs. Which, yes, you can make waffles and omelets and a lot of good things with these eggs. Once they do start laying good again, which will probably be in a month from now before they really start laying good, they'll be this size egg. So, in my opinion, bringing them out now was the best thing. Maybe I should have waited a week or two. I don't know. I didn't really have the room. It is what it is. A lot of people think that you have to get a bunch of these eggs first before you get these eggs, but that's not true. It depends on the time of year, how much light they're getting, and what age they start laying at. So I'm not saying you need to control your light. All I'm simply saying is getting them to lay at an extremely early age isn't always the best. So if you're gonna mess up their lay cycle or do something to keep them from laying, in my opinion, now is the time where you're just getting small eggs anyway. And a lot of these didn't actually start laying yet. It was just the oldest ones, the few oldest ones that were starting to lay, and there's a lot of them that have to start laying yet. So I hope that helps you guys out a little bit, at least understanding where I'm coming from. Maybe it helps you out with your flock. I don't know. This is a weird and funny game to be playing, trying to run a hatchery and keeping all the chickens outside in Michigan. Probably a lot of people would argue it's not a good idea, but I'm going to make it a good idea. I don't want to start penning everything up, and I do have to come up with better winter housing, I know that, but I don't want it to be a traditional barn. And no matter what, you still have to eventually bring them outside, and how does that look? I don't know. I'm still learning a lot there. And that's why I'm excited to bring you guys along with me, so you guys can learn with me, and you guys can Put your ideas down below, and we can all work together on this. I'm excited to get more eggs. I'm excited to start filling that incubator up and shipping out more eggs. Our new shipping boxes should be coming next week, so we're extremely excited about that.